Here at Ngozi Talk Shows, find your own voice, lead from within. I'm on my own today, guys. It is Wednesday. Amanda sends her love. She's the time has changed in Canada, so she's gonna join us next Wednesday. Because so she's an hour forward, so she needs to start working normally at 6 o'clock. When it's 1 o'clock, normally in Canada it's 6 a.m. And Grant has some business to take care of today, so he's not here today. So today we're going to talk about um, the 40 growth mindset mantra to live by. I don't know what you guys live by in your life. It's very, very important to have something that you might that you live by daily to remind you your growth mindset and cultivate resilience, perseverance, and positive attitude towards learning and self-improvement. So it's very, very important, and also towards life as well, because life will throw us with some challenges. I'm trying to share my video, guys. Bear with me. Life will throw us with some challenges, but we have to be prepared on how to respond to every challenge that the universe brings to us, and we have to have a good mindset that can carry us through life, and that requires work. You've got to work for that kind of mindset. And yeah, so let's dive into all the things. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I don't want. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to. Okay, I'm trying to disguise. Somebody's disturbing me. Sorry, I'm trying to find my. Not sure if I can. No, can't. Yesterday I couldn't, but I would gonna try to log in anyway. So the first thing, mindset challenge number one. So I'm not sure if I'm going to finish all of them 40, but if I don't, we can always go back to them. Number one is challenges are opportunity for growth. When you actually teach yourself, your mind, that whatever you're passing through, someone else has passed through that journey, and whatever the challenges that you're facing that moment, it's just part of it. It's just part of life. There are some people, when they go through challenges in life, they give up everything. They give up life. They're like, I can't do this because I'm not cut up for it. So they completely give up everything that they. Okay, let me. Says I need to sign in. Okay, is it gonna give me the thing to sign in? I need to sign in. See, send it again. Yeah, so just need to be aware that when we are faced with those kind of challenges, and to be aware in life that challenges will come your way. Everyone at some point has faced some sort of challenges in life. No one just has this beautiful life without challenges. We all have to go through things in life. I have gone through challenges in life, and the good thing that makes me who I am is I'm able to face those challenges. I'm not a person that I don't give up. The more things ahead, when things get harder, I don't give up on my whatever I'm doing. I keep going, and I keep going and keep doing whatever I'm supposed to be doing that moment. So it's very, very important to know to have that mindset of to never give up, in life. Never give up on the things that you want to do in life, and challenge yourself. When the mountain is presented to you, you have to ask yourself, what am I learning through this? Uh, Sometimes we get presented with problems because there's part of us in our being that needs to be strengthened, or there is part of us that we need to actually um, we need to work on, or maybe there is a weakness that we need to realize that, okay, I need to work on this. So when you deal with problems, you get to know yourself. How you respond to that situation, you get to know yourself. If you don't respond with grace, that means there is part of you. There are some people when things are going well, if you ask them, they are happy. They are happy with everything. Life is beautiful to them because at that moment things are going well. But then when things are not going well, that's when they're like, wow, I don't think I can do this. They get motivated because things are going well to them. That moment they can be who they want to be because life is so beautiful. But you get to know yourself. Even people around you, the people that care about you the most, you get to the real people that are true to you, you got to see them when you have problems, whether they stick around, guys. If they don't stick around, that means that they were never your friends in the first place. I've seen people that they have friends. When life is good, everyone wants to hang out with them. They do everything with their friends. But the minute they start having problems, friends disappear. And when friends disappear, they start stressing. They're like, you know what? I used to have these people. But to me, I'm like, you've never had them. They were there for what you had, but really, truly, truly, they were never there. So if we see life the way life it is, we wouldn't bother stressing. We wouldn't be bothering ourselves and going through so much pain and thinking that, wow, now that my life is like this, that means I don't have good friends. When life gets messy and you lose friends, does it mean that those friends were ever there in the first place? Or they are, let's say, family members? Things go wrong. And then you see family members, they don't want to hang out with you because you've got problems. Do those people ever there in the present moment? That means they were never there. They are your blood. You cannot change them. That means they were never there in the first place. So it's very, very important to evaluate life. And then number two is mistakes. Mistakes are learning opportunity, not failure. Some people, when they start doing things, they're like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do this again because of the mistakes that I have made." Mistakes are failure. I've made mistakes in my life. I can tell you I've made mistakes. I started my business. I did that. I did that. I made mistakes in relationships. I made mistakes in hanging out with the wrong friends. But through that journey, the friends that were there that were not real, I've learned something from them. I've learned something that I need to take time to get to know people. I need to, what I see is real. Like when I'm with a friend, when they're showing me that they're fake, not to make an excuse for them. I need to see things as they are. Or relationship wise, I made mistakes, but I've learned so much in those mistakes that I need to learn more about relationships. I need to learn more about love. What is love? What's the meaning of love? What does it mean when somebody says, Nomsa, I love you? What does it mean? Or sometimes When a family member says, Nomsa, I love you, what does it really mean? Or when a friend is saying, Nomsa, I love you. I've got friends in my life, and those friends, they're part of they're like part of my family. I don't see them as friends. I see them as my family. They are the people that I trust. I've got family members that I trust, that I talk to. I can talk to them anything. I can be myself. Even when I fail, when I'm doing something, when I fail, they'll be like, they help me to actually to find my strength again. But then you have these people that, guys, feel free to type whatever you want to type. Feel free to type if you feel like you want to get involved into the conversation. Please do feel free to get into the conversation. So if you do, like if you see like mistakes as a failure, that means you've not gone through challenges. Because when you do go through challenges in life, um, you will see all the mistakes. Like when you go through the mistakes, you won't view them as mistakes. You'll view them as learning opportunities. That, you know what, I've gone through this journey, things have not gone the way that I want, but at the same time, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep learning. And also just reflect. When you do something, there are people, they start business. When they start a business, things don't go according to plan. They'll make plans, like they'll set up goals. Like within 5 months, I've got to reach this goal. I've got to be this, I've got to reach this goal, or I've got to be have accomplished this. And then they will set up goals, personal goals as well, within like 6 months or within a year. I've got to be here. But when that doesn't happen, what they do is they give up on everything, and they're like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'm cut up. But remember who actually set up the goals. Remember that. Remember who set up goals. It's you. You have the universe as well. The universe matters because God matters as well. Because God knows your tomorrow. Before you know what tomorrow is going to look like, God already know your tomorrow. God already know the date of your death, when you're going to die. He knows, he already knows. The universe already knows. The earth where we are, the earth knows the day you're going to say goodbye to the earth, the day you're going to get sick, the earth knows already. But imagine you just give up, just you, and say, you know what, I have set up these goals and I've put 5 months in it. And in these 5 months, I have not accomplished these goals. That means this business is not taking me to where I need to be. Instead of pausing and evaluate things, get support, finances, you might need support with finances, um, maybe get support and just sit down and evaluate things. And when you evaluate things and just see where you need to tweak things, and where you need to go, maybe there are some things that you must have overlooked, or maybe you need to get to someone professional to help you. Like those who are in the UK, you guys we are so lucky. There's lots of opportunities. There's lots of opportunities out there. If you cannot afford, um, if you can't afford to pay for a business coach within your local community, you can find. If you register yourself through the council website, you'll see that the council website, they'll always send you the business event local area. Some of them, they're free, some of them you have to pay. And they also have opportunity in the local area where you can sign up. Like if you need a coaching, you can sign up where uh, if you need coaching, you sign up with it. Once you fill out that form, they'll send you the list of the coaches. Which part do you want a coach for marketing, or do you want a coach like your business coach? There's different coaches, but I think it is only for 1 month, 6 months, or 1 year. I'm not sure. So that person will coach you. They do the same thing, like they meet you every week or maybe once a month, depending with the arrangements that you have. I used that coach before when I started my business. I did use that. And this guy is actually helped me to set up my LinkedIn thing profile. He was helping me with my social media and stuff. And but if I hadn't found that opportunity, I don't think I would be where I am today. And also I had friends as well who dedicated their lives as well to help me with my business plan. So we have all these opportunities. It is all asking for help. The other option I had was like to hire these people that can create a business plan. But then I said to myself, if you write a business plan for me and then I approve it, that means I'm not really involved in it. So I needed somebody to be involved. I needed somebody who can teach me where I can work with that person. So I had a friend who already had a business. You never ask until you never, if you don't ask, you will never know the answer. So for me, it's all about asking. So I asked my friend, I said, would you mind to help me with my business planning and my cash flow focus? And he was like, yes, sure. But then what I did as well is I had to have somebody else every week. We'll meet up every week. I'll meet up with my friend. I think with my friend, he was every Monday. We'll meet up, and first I'll go on Friday, meet up with the guy that was teaching me how to the business plan and do some research. So we'll do some research. Once we do some research, and then I'll go with my friends. If there's anything that I don't understand, my friend will explain to me step by step. What does this mean? What does this mean? And then I will understand with cash flow focus. It will help me to do it. So you just have to, when you see the mistakes, don't see them, don't look at them as mistakes or failure. It is just mean that you need to seek support so that you can work your way up and find that strength. Because when things go wrong, you lose the strength as well. And friends don't hang around, guys. I don't want to lie to you. If I can say that, unless you have genuine friends, but there are some friends that when you have problems, they don't hang around. But when they leave as well, what you need to realize is these people, they were never there in the first place. When I was going through my journey with Lucifer, what I saw what he was doing, it actually triggered something to stay focused. What he did was there were friends that he was bringing them to be horrible to me or to think they were better than me, knowing that I was smart anyway. So you make them say something like they think they're on top of the world, and then they'll come to me, they'll say something. But then through that journey, I've realized that the actually friends that I have known for 20 years, like maybe 15 years, 10 years, the ones that I call family, you will not use them. Why? Because he knew that they were true. So he wouldn't use the true ones, but he would use the ones that he knew that they were fake, they were not real. So he will use them in order for me to actually feel that I'm not enough, or in order for me to waste my time and beg for the relationship. And I just say to myself, and the Holy Spirit said to me, Nomsa, listen, if these people were real to you, if they were real, whether you have problems or you don't, they will still stay with you. But the reason why this is happening is because that relationship never existed in the first place. It existed because there was something that person wanted from you. And that attachment now is not that person now, they think that they are better than you. So you just have to step back, relax, don't react to anything. And I find that when I don't react to anything or don't react to my friend, don't respond with anger or anything, they leave themselves because they were never there in the first place because they cared for me. They were there because they wanted something. So all those things that, guys, I'm sharing with you guys because you don't need to think that you are not enough. When you fail, when you do something, if things don't go according to plan, find another plan, rewrite that story, rewrite that journey, rewrite your goals, rewrite your business, get somebody in to help you to rewrite your business. You want to know about rewriting things? Ask me, guys. I'll share with you how to rewrite things. Sometimes life might not make sense, honestly, but eventually you get there. Is you just need that strength, you need courage, you need the mindset of not giving up to problems. You need to have a sharp mind, just a critical thinking. To have that strong critical mindset thinking, you got to do some exercises every day. It's either walk in the nature, communicate with the nature, go for a run, go to the gym, do something, or maybe like brain gym. There's brain gym you can do. Brain gym actually is really good. Um, so just do something to activate your brain every single day. Don't just be somebody who goes to work. You do your work, you do your thinking, go home. You do your work, you accomplish goals. After accomplishing goals, you go home, you're celebrating with your team, and then you go home because you've reached the target. You still need to work on this, guys. This mind, it needs to be, you need to work, you need to keep it going, keep the blood flowing, and keep the refresh your thinking, and you just keep going. Otherwise, the mind can actually give up. Embrace the feedback as a chance to improve. When you get a feedback, don't take feedback as there are feedbacks like when I'm online with my talk show, there are some feedbacks that I accept, but there are some feedbacks that people will give you feedback just to wind you up, just to destroy you, destroy your confidence. So by any feedback that you get from people, just evaluate it. It won't do you any harm. Just work on it. If somebody says, okay, I'm going to give you the feedback, you just say, okay, I'm listening. So just look at where they're coming from. Some people come, they give you feedback, or some people, they give you feedback because they just think they're better than you anyway. Or some people, they just give you feedback because they want your tomorrow to be better. They want your tomorrow to shine. They want you to walk your own path. They want you to dance your own song. So just just be there. When somebody gives you feedback, just hold on and listen. Effort is the path to mystery. Every effort you take, mystery for tomorrow, you will never know what's going to happen tomorrow. If you put every effort in every work that you do in life, just implement effort, celebrate your wins as well. So just put effort in your work, put effort in your relationship. I put effort in everything that I do. And sometimes even if some people they always ask me, they say, Nomsa, where do you get time and energy to broadcast every day, Monday to Friday? I have people around me that motivate me. And mostly I don't watch TV anymore. If I want to listen to the news, I will just Google, I go on YouTube, or I'll just Google the news. I don't buy no newspaper. So I will just see what is happening. But I don't watch TV. I only watch TV if my children or if my spouse wants to watch the movie. So I'll watch the movie with them. But I will not sit down on the sofa specific to say watching the news. And also 1 o'clock time is like my break time. I don't have a break in the afternoon. I only have a break like when I finish picking my daughter. So this time now, 1 o'clock to 2 p.m. is my break time. And then I go and pick my daughter. And then when I come back, I break my fast. I don't eat in the morning. I told you guys that I'm fasting for 1,000 days. So I don't eat in the morning. I start eating at 3 p.m. until midnight. Nothing changes with my health. I make sure I eat health, make sure I do everything. But it's the strength that is changed. My strength has changed. My focus has changed. I'm in the present moment. Everything that I do. So it is very, very important to actually, when you do things, put the effort in it. Whatever you do in life, you put an effort in it. And it's a mystery that you will never understand. And know that number 5 is I can always improve with practice and persistence. So you can always improve in everything you do. You can always improve everything. I go to church, like I'm gonna share you guys an example. So I've made a decision, and 2 months in January we were we were fasting for 21 days. Uh, my father in the Lord, Dr. Olukoya, go to MFM Church. We always have season every year. Sometimes we fast for 21 days. Sometimes we fast for 70 days. So we were fasting in January for 21 days. When we finished that fast for 21 days, so I was like, I sat down with the journey we have gone through, and or just evaluating things, the people that entered my life and they help me. So I'm sharing this because it's linked to I can always improve with practice and persistence. So it's linked to my story. It's similar to what I've been through. So I was like, okay, there are these people that entered my life that I didn't know them. And they put their lives on the line to teach me how to fight Lucifer, because Lucifer would have killed them as well. Some of them, he did put them in hospital for saving me. And they get up and they continued to help me. They never gave up. So I had to ask myself, what are the risks these people are they taking? What makes them strong the way they are? Because there's some of them, they are so strong. Some of them sleep even 3 hours or 4 hours. So and then I was like, and when I say to them I sleep 4 hours, so sometimes I used to sleep 8 hours. They're like, you're lazy. Why are you sleeping so many hours? So then I was like, where do they find this strength? So how do they actually have this courage to actually have that mindset of dedicating their lives? They could be doing other things. They have everything. They could be traveling their families. So it's like, what do they have to go through to find this strength? And I was like, okay, I need to go through consecration. And consecration, going through consecration, I need to put an effort with whatever the cleansing. I need to cleanse myself, my foundation. From the day I was born to the day today, I don't know what happened to my ancestors back to maybe fifth generation. I don't know what happened, what they went through. So it's like I need to go through that, but I needed an effort, and I made a decision that okay, my effort is I'm gonna fast. I'm gonna do this. I've never fasted for 1,000 days, but I Google it. There's one person who has ever done it. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. Then I did it. When I reached my 50, 54, then I went to church. But when I'm doing it, guys, I still have to, when we go through problems in life, we go through disappointments. When we go through disappointment, if you're not strong enough, you can lock your soul in that environment where where you find yourself disappointed. And then we go through rejection. When we go through rejection, you can lock your soul, part of you. So every journey that we go in life, you can lock yourself each and every until the self is finished now, until you are like, I don't know who I am anymore. So there's times where when I'm putting an effort in everything that I do, what I do is now I call my soul out. And I've realized that the minute I call my soul out, if I call my soul out like for half an hour, maybe I do it like 1 week, 1 hour, half an hour. By the end of the week, I gain strength. I gain part of me that I've lost. Then I went and then I did it one day, and I didn't realize that when I was growing up, I lived with my stepmom. So put an effort in everything that you do. Is similar. I'm still in the topic, guys. I lived with my stepmom. Me and my dad were so close. But because she's like my mom, I could see that she felt threatened by my relationship with my dad. And as a child, there's part of me that I wanted her to actually accept that me and my dad were never, our relationship is individual. Had relationship with my dad is special and is individual. There was part of me that wanted that her to understand, but she never stopped me loving my dad because me and my dad were so close. By doing that, I locked my soul somewhere else. My soul, the part of me I've locked it somewhere else as a protection. So when I was calling myself out, I could feel I could feel that I'm coming out. I could feel my strength. My strength is coming out. And then when I arrived in church, and then when I was praying, I was the same, but everyone like saw a different part of me. And I said to I said to everyone, this is the part of me, guys, that you need to have a relationship with. That part of me, it wasn't part of me, it was half of me. But this is some part of me, and I know that part of me is not complete yet. And then the following month as well, something happened. I call myself like right now this week, I'm calling myself out. So the part of me, it gets different because I'm making an effort to rediscover who I am as Nomsa. Who is Nomsa? My identity. So make an effort. Everything you do, whether it's business, make an effort. If you go and see your clients, they are the business. They are the brand. You are not the brand. Like myself, is the mindset that I have, that everything that I do in my relationship, I have to make an effort with my clients. My clients are the brand of my business. Without my clients, I wouldn't have my business. So everything that I do, I'll make an effort. I know that I can't please everybody. No matter how nice I am, no matter how good you are, there's no way you can please everyone. Some people are designed to be selfish. So you got to understand that part. Make an effort, but know that some people are designed to be selfish. And regardless of whatever you do, it's never enough. Even in a relationship, guys. So when you're working hard in a relationship, putting an effort. If somebody does not appreciate that effort, it does not mean that you have to go extra mile. It means that person, they're designed, that's how they're designed. So you now then have a choice whether to accept them for who they are or to move on with your life. So everything that you do, make an effort in everything. Whether it's business, whether it's friendship with your friends, make an effort with them. With family, make an effort with them. Relationship with the children, make an effort with them. Never ever let your children down because you have to go to the meeting. I am the CEO at Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency. If somebody who is working within the agency or at Ngozi talk shows, and they have to be, their child is a big day, they have a big day, I wouldn't want them to be at work. I want them to go and spend time with their child, celebrate, or with their family if their family is birthday. I know they will do the work. You know why they will do the work is if you give somebody time and you say, I have your back, I understand the journey where you're going, and I'm with you in this journey, but I'm going to give you time anyway. Depends with how you're going to respond back. You know, there's job that you need to do. So if they do it, they will do it. Some people, they won't anyway. So never expect somebody to repair what do you give to give back. What do you give? Just understand the power of giving. Make an effort. And the other one, number 5, is success is built on perseverance. So just whatever you do in life, know that success, how you live your life, and continue to persevere with your life, with your journey, and continue doing things that you want to do in life. And when you're presented with the setbacks, gotta keep persevering and keep going. Don't look back. Number 8 is I choose to see setbacks as temporal. They're not permanent. They're just there and they'll pass. Celebrate yourself. Don't worry about people. People laugh anyway. Sometimes when I go through problems, or when I speak to people that have gone through problems, sometimes people don't worry because they cannot handle the problems. Most of the stress, it comes from worrying about what people are going to say. It's not because they feel they cannot handle the problem. They worry about other people judging them. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about people. 99% of people don't see what is happening in the world. So don't worry about people. It's none of your business, whatever people think. Whether you do the right thing, people always think whatever they think. So what I would say is worry about the journey where you're going, and worry about getting up, because the setbacks are there for you to actually to learn something from them. They're there for you to pause. When you pause, you then have to get up and keep going. So when you are presented with setbacks, just learn from those setbacks and enjoy life as well. I've gone through setbacks in life. And the day when I have setbacks is the day I celebrate. I look back and I walk with gratitude, looking back where I've been and where I'm going. And I would just say to God, my heart, I will just keep desiring what I desire my life to be. I don't give up, because the moment you allow the depression, the moment you allow the letdown, the moment you allow the disappointment to take over your life, that is that moment that you cannot get up. So you have to say, okay, setbacks. I speak to my setbacks, guys. When I'm saying I speak to my setbacks, I'm not just saying it because it talk show. I talk to my setbacks. I communicate with them, and I communicate the positive. I let it know that I am aware of these setbacks that is being presented to me. But I'm just going to keep going, because I know that this is not how my story should be written. And then I rewrite my story. I talk to my setback. Sometimes I surprise myself when I talk to my setbacks. Positive things start showing up. And when I won't allow setbacks take control in my life. I won't. I I will just keep going. Or sometimes I'll just sit on the sofa. You'll find sometimes when I'm presented with setbacks, I will just sit on the sofa and just doing nothing. Even if I'm supposed to do the work, I will just do nothing. Just pause, and no thinking, no judging myself, not thinking that I've got a deadline. When setbacks is presented to me, I don't have a deadline. I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't have a deadline. If I'm presented with the setbacks today, I sit on my sofa, or if I go to work, I'll do the work. I'll give myself time to sit down. I don't think. My desire in my heart will be, God, this is what I desire my life to be. But unfortunately, today, I have these setbacks that is presented to me. Raise a voice for me where I have no voice. Because there are times where sometimes I don't have a voice to solve that problem. When I'm saying, God, raise a voice for me, it means I'm asking the angel of God to search, go into my phone, search if they, or go to LinkedIn, go to Facebook, go to Instagram. Let my helper contact me. Let them contact me. Remind them that you have a friend called Nomsa, and that friend needs you right now. And if I'm sitting there, somebody would just give me a call and say, Nomsa, I thought of you. How are you? How are things? And I'll be like, yeah, things are good. Things are good, but I have this problem. Because when phone ring, if it's a friend that is always there, I know I got to tell these friends. But if it's a friend that is calling me to tell me about their issues, I listen. I help them where they need to help. I don't think about my problems. I help them wherever I need to help them. And then they go. And then I'll say, God, raise a voice. I keep saying, raise a voice for me where I have no voice. Because in my heart, I know that these setbacks that has been presented to me, I don't have control over it. I cannot solve it on my own. So it will go and find somebody. And then that person, that helper will just show up. And when that helper shows up, then it will help me to fix whatever is I'm meant to fix. But before that, I used to stress. I used to worry. And it only leads to depression. It only leads to disappointment. It only leads to so many things. It's anger, so many things, anxiety. But now I don't. I left that attitude in 2008. But it's an attitude that you have to develop each and every single day. Once once you work on that habit, you don't have to worry about anything. And also, and the other one is, I believe in my abilities to adapt and learn. So you just have to be somebody that believe in your abilities, believe in, just adapt to things and learn things, and be somebody who wants to um who just wants to learn and just want to adapt to situation, rewrite stories if you have to rewrite it. And also the number 10 is I'm in control of my attitude and effort. The moment you lose control in life, the reason why I say to myself, I always say to God, God of the universe, if I always say to God, I am in control with my life. But to be more in control, I need you to help. Some things that I know that I have in order. And when the things that we don't have control in life, in that part, yes, we need to understand it. But in order for us to seek support, it means we have to stay in control with everything, mind, attitude, everything. Stay in control. Just stay there, stay in control in the present moment. Then everything will work out itself. You'll be able to solve the problems. However, problems progress is not perfection. It's my goal. So keep going. You don't have to be perfect. Whatever you do, you don't have to be perfect. Just keep going, and you don't have to do things. There's no perfection. And number 12, my potential is limited with dedication and hard work. Dedicate when you set up a goal, dedicate yourself and put a hard work in it, and be the person that you want to become. Like I told you guys that I'm fasting, but I came to realize that there's part of me, like throughout the years growing up, I'm 45 years now. And now 45 years, there's part of me where I was locking it up in different places. So now I'm calling myself out. I call myself out. Nomsa, Nomsa. Yeah, because God might call me and my spirit might ignore God. Hear the word of the Lord. Wake up. That's how I call myself. Nomsa out loud. Hear the word of the Lord. Wake up. Wake up. I call myself over and over and over. And when I do that, I will just feel like just just feel like something, like you'll feel like there's part of me that wasn't there, and that's part of me is back. Like you feel the strength. So just whatever you do, just know that just do the just dedicate it to your work. Dedicate to your work, and also welcome challenges and opportunities. I welcome challenges in my life. I welcome opportunities in my life. And number 14, obstacles strengthen my resolve and resilience. So just when you're faced with obstacles, just keep going. I was like, I needed to buy something, and yesterday I need to buy something, but this something I got told that I cannot spend more money. Um, I can't spend more money apparently. So I was like, okay. And then somebody just came in. My spouse, he was the one that is said to me, I'm not allowed to spend any more money because it actually makes sense. I've realized I'm spending too much money every month than anybody else, apparently. So apparently this time, March, April, May, June, not allowed to spend money. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. So somebody came in with a solution. So how I can actually gain that. He was my spouse who came up with the idea. He goes, okay, here's the idea. You want to spend money. This is how you're gonna spend money. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys what I have decided to do, but when it's successful. So I'll tell you guys what I've decided to do. But I'm not spending money for anything. What I'm just spending money for university. Apparently, I'm spending too much. But I was like, I'm not buying any clothes. I'm just spending money to develop myself, to develop the skills. And they were like, no, you're spending too much money. But my daughter, I think, she spends too much money than I because my fees is cheaper. So it might be the same actually, but so yeah. So all those things, just just work them out when you're doing things and obstacles. For me, not being able to be told that I can't spend money, guys, it's an obstacle that is presented to my life. So yeah, it's an obstacle because I just have to, even though I run my own business, it's my money sometimes, but I still have somebody that tells me that, okay, Nomsa, you spend this money for personal reasons and then you can. So I have to have somebody that helps me to work on my limit with my expenses. So that's that. And when I'm being given feedback, I accept it. I actually left the letter on the table by mistake. And my spouse goes, Nomsa, this is how much you pay? This is too much money. And he was like, and then I was like, I wanted to do something. And he was like, I think you just need to hold on a minute, just pause, not just spend anything for now. I was like, okay. So that was the feedback. And I was willing to accept it. So, guys, whatever feedback you get, accept it. And number 15, I told you guys when we wouldn't be able to finish this. I am committed to continuous self-improvement. Improve with things. I don't need a degree that I'm studying for. I don't need it. But I'm studying it because of Ngozi talk shows where what it needs to be. I need to have those qualifications in order to actually have Ngozi talk shows, create the goals of Ngozi talk shows, what I needed to be. So I need that. I need that. But if I didn't need it, the degree, I wouldn't be studying it. I would I wouldn't be doing it because I know I don't really need to go and find a job, but I'm studying because I need one day in Ngozi Talk Shows to be a university. In order for me to do that, I need to have, I think I need to, but I don't think I need to, but I've decided that I need to have some experience in that field so I can teach people. But 99% of the things that I'm learning, guys, I don't remember. I don't want to lie to you. I just remember what I do at Nkosi talk shows, and I just remember what else do I remember? Doing analytics. I like analytics. I like doing the going through the analytics and doing the report and stuff. But the things that I have to write essays and do all these things, I don't remember them after. Once I submit that module, going to another module, I don't really remember it unless I've gone back to it. So that's the truth. I'm just being honest. When I write something, but if I do the report, do analytics and do some things like data, and then I have to collect and things like that, those things I remember. But there's some things that part of my essay when I'm writing it, I write it. I will only remember when I'm presented to the situation again, because remember, you have to move on to another module. So to me, I don't remember some of the module that I did last year. I know I can tell you the names, I can tell you what I did, but if somebody is looking for an answer, yes, I'll be able to tell them, but I wouldn't be able to tell you step by step. So that's why I'm saying sometimes education is a wasted time. Okay, that's the truth. So those who say, wow, I don't have a degree, I don't have I've never went to college or anything, and they use that not to achieve the goals that they want. You don't need a degree to do anything. I can tell you guys, I go meet my tutors. The only thing that I don't forget is the psychology. Anything to do with psychology, I will remember it because the psychology is everyday life. That is the things that we do every day. I remember that. But anything else that becomes like technical and having to think about the other like the writers, what they rate, and then I write an assignment based on this, blah, blah, blah. I remember that moment when I submit the assignment, I get a pass, I move on to something else. So I'm trying to just to motivate you guys for those who say, oh, well, I never went to university, so that means I cannot become who I want to become. Everything is in the mind. Just use your mindset and learn things. I never went to university. There are some skills that I'm developing now by calling myself out in every part of me, by calling myself out, every soul, like the part of me where it was locked up, then I'm pulling myself out. I'm developing skills because there's part of me, and also the Holy Spirit teaches me things. And I didn't went to school for to do SEO, guys, but now I can do SEO. If you say no, sir, I've got my website, I'm stuck. If you're watching me, watching my video, I won't charge you a penny. If you say I've got my website, I'm stuck, I can't afford to pay £800 SEO, could you please do it for me? I'll do it for you for free. Honestly, or if you have social media SEO and you need help, you're watching my channel and you need help, just send me a message. Say, Nomsa, can you do my SEO? I'll do it for you for free. I'll even teach you. I'll create a video for you and teach you so you can do it yourself. Because the Holy Spirit taught me to do that. I've never went to like I sat in front of the computer and I kept desiring. I was like, God, I just wish I can do this. Because it's so annoying when somebody says they just because you ask somebody, can you do this? They're like, I charge you £800 a month. That is just YouTube. Facebook, same thing. Instagram. And they'll just do this. Yes, I'll charge you. I've got loads of groups, and they'll be like, if you want to do this, I'll do this, I'll do this for all your channels. And they make it sounds like because there's loads of channels. Guys, SEO, it takes me like if I go to my YouTube channel, it would take me like less than 10 minutes to do it. So I just sat in front of the computer every day. I kept desiring. I kept saying, God, I just wish you can teach me. And I just wish that I can learn and be able to do these things. And I could show God my frustration. And I kept showing him that I love you, God, even though I need you to teach me the SEO, but I still love you. And I didn't think that it was going to be real. And here's one day I was sitting in front of my computer and the Holy Spirit goes, take your mouse. Then I take my mouse. It's not a voice. It's like you feel this feeling that take your mouse. Took my mouse and I kept doing it and I kept doing it and I kept doing it. And I was like, the first day I was like, did I just do that? I was like, okay. And the next day, and I was like, did I just do that? Okay. The next day I was like, did I just do that? And then I was like, oh, this is part of me now. That's what I've learned. Now it's part of me. So I just do it. And then my web designer built my website. So then I went on the website. I was like, SEO on the website. How do you do it? And I was like, looking, and I was like, oh, it's something that I already know. So I just did it myself. Just did it and did it and did it. Do all the connection and everything. And I just done it. And Abdul, he was meant to do, he did some of it and then he got busy. Then I went on the website, the SEO guy, and then I went on the website, just did it, and I just did it. I felt so proud. And after I finished, I was like, okay, this is part of my. So if you ever get stuck, and you watch my video and you need help with your SEO and you can't afford anyone, just let me know. We'll go on Zoom, share the computer screen, and we'll just do it together. I'm not just saying it, guys. I'm just trying to be kind because someone else was kind to teach me these things. And there's something that I need to, what I need to learn. What I'm learning now, my desire for me now is to actually to unleash the real me. I would like to, since I've had, like say, um, I'm committed to continuously self-improvement. That's number 15. So my journey now, what I'm learning, I desire now is to just to meet the real me, the real Nomsa. I like to see my true talent. Really, what makes me, I like to see the branding of Nomsa. That's what I'm praying for. And I know that the day I connected to the real me is the day where I'm just gonna, because my pastor said the people that we call genius, they use 30% or 3% of their genius. Those we look at them in the world and we say, wow, they use that 3%, but we have 1,000, over 1,000. So I'm actually every single day, I'm working on my improvement. And at the same time, I'm not obsessed about it, guys. So I need you guys to know where I am. I'm not obsessed about it. I'm just doing it, taking each day as it comes. And I'm also in the right hand as well, because my pastor is what he does for living. Dr. Olukoya is to bring the best in people. And for the past 3 weeks, for those who are following me on my Facebook, where for the past 3 weeks on the Wednesday, today is the last day. Every Wednesday, we've been learning to speak to the earth, speak to the earth in your environment to work on your favor. So if you want to really, what is Nomsa really talking about when he talks about finding, like, connecting to the real me and stuff? You can go and listen. It's like, I think it's 4 hours or 3 hours video, but you just listen to this part of where is music, and then is part of it when he actually, Dr. Lukoya comes in in the maybe after 3 hours or before 3.5 or 2.5 hours before the end, an hour before the end. And then he explains what does it mean to speak to the earth? What does it mean to speak to your environment? What does it mean, like when you go to the office, like you have a business and you don't know who died in that business. You don't know what was built before they built that building for the business. So that can cause a stagnation in your business. And then you may think, oh, it's actually me, or it's actually my problem, but it's not. It's actually the environment. So he actually teaching how to speak to the environment to work on your favor. So he's teaching that. So that's what I'm learning, guys, to actually find the real me, connected to the real me. I connected to the real me, but after they told me that I've just connected it to the few percent, maybe I'm not even connected to the 1%, guys. So that is my effort that I'm making, that I'm not getting obsessed about it. I'm just doing it, enjoying the process of doing this connection, or connecting, putting an effort to actually connect with the real me. And once I connect with the real me, and the other thing as well, because I'm just praying to God, the first thing I need his heart. I need to seek his heart. And that's why I was able to learn with my SEO, because the Holy Spirit is laughing at me. It's like I'm asking people, can you help me with this? Or sometimes you get to people that are, just because you have money does not mean money can solve everything. Sometimes you'll find people that are not reliable. So those were the things that I was getting frustrated about it. Like I'll get somebody and they will say, I'll do the work and they're not doing it. And I was like, God, can you just teach me how to do this? It's just a small thing. So he taught me how to do the SEO. So you guys, so I'm excited about if I keep connecting myself to this universe that is a God and energy. I'm actually excited what else it can teach me to do things. So I'm putting an effort in it. So whatever you do, whether it's a business or what, please guys, just make sure that you stay focused and don't worry about people, what people say, they're gonna say and things like that. You just keep going. And failure is not the end, but it is a stepping stone to growth. Please remember that. Number 18, embrace uncertainty. A chance to is embrace. I embrace uncertainty as a chance to learn and innovate. So just life will present you with things that you did not ask for. Just know it's a chance for you to learn about the journey where you're going. And I am capable of learning from anyone and anything. That is my goal. I'm capable of learning. That's my last one, guys. I will continue. Who am I with tomorrow? I'm with Kamal. So with Kamal, he's a life purpose coach. So we might continue with this topic tomorrow. We'll do part 2, guys. So as I leave, I'm gonna um leave this one today. I'm capable, number 19, I'm capable of learning from anyone and anything. The Holy Spirit, those who are Christians, guys, the Holy Spirit can teach you anything you want to learn. But you don't you have the attitude of going to God wanting something from him. Don't go that attitude. It doesn't work. He will teach you. If you go with an attitude of wanting something from him, he won't refuse to teach you, but it won't be as effective as because you go to him, the love won't be the same. Don't go to him because you want him to give you something. Just seek his heart and anything else. I've learned this thing. I've learned to dance, guys. I can dance or anything, but now I can twist my, like what Michael Jackson goes wee 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 when the music it does this with his feet. So if the music plays, I can do that, but I've never learned. I've never learned it. So I can do that. I can do whatever with my legs and with the music. I've learned dancing. I've learned SEO. What else have I learned as well? What else have I learned? I've learned so much anyway. I've learned to fight Lucifer. I've learned to fight him and to actually be in the present moment and feel him. When he's in the area, I can feel when he's because the God can be in the it can be everywhere in one place, but Lucifer can't. He cannot be in different places because he is Satan. So when he is in the area, I can feel it. I've learned to do that. His agent or whoever the agent, any demon or anything, I've learned to actually feel their presence. I can feel their presence, or like a sickness that is real. I can feel it. Anything that is not real, I can feel it as well. So all those things is what I've learned just by teaching myself. I don't take things very serious when I'm doing these things, guys. I just pray every day like everybody else. But the only thing that I don't seek is my desire, like what I want. I seek God of what He wants for me and to connect with Him. And once I connect with Him, the desires will always be there. You desire a husband, they will always be there. You desire a good job, will always be there. God knows about it. So what He will do is your desire, He will make sure that your desires are fulfilled only if you seek Him first. So that's what I've been doing. So guys, If you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And the words of encouragement that I leave you guys is I'm capable of learning from anyone and anything. You are capable of becoming who you want to become. This thing, actually, this number 19 is what my father taught me from a very young age. That's why he taught me. My dad used to wake me up at 4 a.m. How old was I? 6, until I started traveling. He would wake me up in the morning, 4 a.m., and then he will have a chat, tell me that, Nomsa, you can be anything, but only if you allow yourself to be that. And I used to think, what is this man thinking? I'm a baby, I'm supposed to be sleeping, but whatever, a parent can tell, can feel. And he would coach me, he would teach me all these things. But when I was faced with the challenges, when I was faced with Lucifer, although the angel of God was there, but the integrity, the power of having courage and staying with my integrity and staying with honoring myself and staying connected with myself, it was his words and my mother's words, my parents' words that kept me going. I can do this. Oh no, the part of fear wasn't there, because that's where the angel of God comes in. I don't do that work. It's the angel of God that does the work and take away the fear. That's why it's very, very important to make sure you stay connected to the universe. Universe is God. Earth, stay connected to God. And the fear, it was like God would take that fear off when he comes. And I'll be like using, like, I can do anything, I can be anything. There's one thing that I cannot do, is to let this person, the being, Lucifer is a being. God created him, is not a God. Instead of me letting this being or his agents, there were other gods. Some of them were coming in. I'll be like, these are being. I'm not gonna let them. They cannot defeat me, but I can command them. So I will command them what I want from them, what I want them to do. If I want them to never return in my house, I'll speak those words. But I knew that those words, I wasn't speaking them on my own. The angel of God was there. So how we can be who we want to become, guys. Anything that we want to become, we can be that. As long you believe in yourself and believe in your abilities. You want to start a business, you can start a business and become that. Is the only thing that you have to do is understand that there will be challenges along the way. That path won't be smooth, but that is the part of excitement. That's where the excitement comes, when you're presented with challenges, when you are able to solve those challenges and climb. It makes you stronger and stronger and stronger each and every single day. I will not be the person that I am today if Lucifer did not show up, if somebody did not decide to actually wanting to sacrifice me for fame or for wealth. The day that person decided to do that, it was the day they gave me a blessing. It was the day they gave me a gift. It was the day they gave me the real me, because if he did not challenge me, I don't think I would be doing things that I do today. And I don't think my mindset will be where it is today. So any challenge that comes your way, don't look at it as, okay, this is a challenge. Whether you are at work, if your manager challenges you, if your manager, she is nasty or he is nasty, what you need to look at is, why is this person behaving the way they are behaving? What is the universe telling me? Are they telling me it's time to go? It's time to look at other things? Or is it time for me to apply for a promotion and get out of this person? What is the universe telling me? Not to say, you know what, every day I go to work, that person annoys me. They annoy you because maybe you are not meant to be there. You are meant to be up. You are meant to be promoted. You are meant to be a CEO. You are meant to be a billionaire, but God is using that person to actually shake you up every single day. So just see whatever the challenges you face, or maybe whether it's your woman or your husband not treating you well, why is this person doing this? Is there any part of me that is weak that I've meant to and stand your ground? Like I tell you guys, my spouse, he stands his ground. Like when I ask something, his no is no. If you go back and watch my video yesterday, his no is no. It's not a yes. Even if when I want him to say yes, his no is no. Even my parents, the no was no to them. So all those things that you just have to look at them and say, okay, if I'm going through these challenges, what am I learning through this? And just keep learning and just keep going and be the person that God created you to be. Know that you are capable of learning anything, and you're capable of anything. And if you're watching on YouTube, guys, subscribe. Facebook, two groups. We have Unique Billionaire Mindset, Ghost Talk Show group. Please do join those group or just follow me on my profile. Be part of NOMSA. I've got like 13,000 people following me on LinkedIn. I'd like you guys to come and follow me on my Facebook. And just get to know me as a person. Follow me on my Instagram. But when you do follow me on my Instagram, is big. Just send me a message and say, no, sir, I'm here, so I can like your post and keep seeing your post. So the bad thing of having lots of followers is sometimes you lose that intimacy. I miss that intimacy with the people that I'm close to. But some of them, if I like their post, I have to, the people that I'm close to, I have to keep liking their post so I can see their post when they post something. So please do connect with me if you're not connected with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please do connect. And the other thing is go to the website. If you do go to the website, please do sign up. If you want coaching, please sign up. We've got amazing coaches at Hope Spring Eternal Introduction Agency and Ghost Talk Shows, or simply you want to be coached by NOMSA. I'll be really happy to coach you, to work with you, and hold your hand through dark times till the end. So I'll be able to do that. I'll be happy to do that. And if you just want to find love, please fill out the application form. And I see you on the other side. God bless and live with grace. By the God's grace, tomorrow I'm with Kamal. I'm hoping that he's going to show up tomorrow. I hope so. Bye, guys.